as human beings learn, because if we can control how we think, we can also control our emotions. Our emotions are expressed in our actions, which produce our results. And in the mid-90s, I was living in Stockholm, and I decided to start playing golf one summer because that was the only way I could meet people. At least my friends, they were all out on the golf course. So I took the lessons, I learned the theory, got the test, and I had handicap 36 and allowed to go on a Swedish golf course. So here I was, going out on a golf course in Stockholm, and for some reason in Sweden, at least the golf courses I've gone to, they put the first tee where you start right outside the outdoor restaurant of the clubhouse. And I'm sure they do that on purpose so that they can scrutinize and all the veterans can stand there or sit there and look at all us rookies hitting the first stroke. So I was nervous, I was sweating, I was concentrating, and I managed to hit it quite well. So the ball flies out. I even got some applause from the veterans. The second hole goes well. Hole 3 is a par 3 hole. Ideally, the ball is supposed to go from tee to hole in 3 strokes. So I walk up and I see this ocean in front of me. I mean, it's Atlantic Ocean, more or less. And I see this tiny little green on the other side, and I look at it and I say, oh, I'm not going to spend these expensive white balls that I bought. So I go back to my golf bag and I pick up the dirtiest, filthiest range ball that I've found somewhere, just in case I should hit it in the water. And of course, since I already imagined that happening, that's exactly what happened. So I am starting to getting a little tense, angry. I walk back to my golf bag and I pick up the second ball. I said, if that happens again, I'm not going to lose another ball. So what happens again? Same thing. And my friend Jan, who has handicap 7, he says, Oddmund, think. For God's sake, think. You make a living out of this, for crying out loud. Why don't you take your own medicine for once? I said, what do you mean? He said, think. There is no, what do you mean there is no water? The water is not in play. He said, but there's an ocean. No, there's no water. There's a desert. There's no water. There's no water, and you strike that ball over the desert there, and it lands on this huge football field which has a crater in the middle where this tiny ball is going. I said, I got it. So I walk back, I take the best, widest ball I had, and I strike it perfectly. It lands 2 meters away from the flag. And you see, if we can just learn to control our thoughts and use our imagination, our fantasy, and our reasoning capability the right way, we can control how we feel about it. Our feelings set up a vibration in the body. Whatever goes on the inside has to be shown on the outside, which means it's shown in our actions. Our body moves into actions, which again cause the attraction and get us the results we want. Thank you.